Speaking of our nation's capital, the guy at 1600 Pennsylvania, Barack Obama, when he was running for president, he made very clear, you know, I'm for this hope and change thing, and hope you are too. And then one of the things was he said, you know, in my administration, we will not have any lobbyists in the administration, and I'm not going to take any money from them as well. Well, now there's a front page story in the New York Times about
Wait, the New York Times.
The New York Times. Not only does he famously have a lot of lobbyists in his administration, and, you know, they filed waivers to have them be part of it, but now, apparently, they've got a number of lobbyists raising money for his reelection. Even though he said not going to take money from lobbyists, he's taking money from people who are bundling it, and they are lobbyists.
But here's the thing. They're indistinguishable as lobbyists because they're not technically lobbyists because of the Byzantine, is the way it's described in the New York Times, the Byzantine way in which we describe a lobbyist. So in other words, you can be one of these bundlers and be a former lobbyist, but not be considered a lobbyist in present time, and therefore you don't have to register as one.
It's a nuance of language. For example, at least 15 of the bundlers are involved in lobbying or a DC consulting shop or private companies. Now, take the example of Sally Sussman. She works for Pfizer. She's an executive. She's organized events for the president, and she's also donated money for the president and bundled for him. She has raised a lot of money. $500,000. And at the same time that she is as executive at Pfizer, she's also leads Pfizer's powerful lobbying shop and has been to the White House 4 separate times. So, technically, is she a lobbyist? I don't think so. But is she lobbying? Yes. Is that such a nuanced line that the president is violating his own principle?
Well, he made it sound like I'm not going to take any money from lobbyists, but because she is not technically registered with the U.S. Senate as a lobbyist, she's kind of out there in that gray area, and so she's a bundler. And the New York Times has got just a litany of people who have raised so much money who are clearly lobbyists. And yet it flies in the face of what the president said when he was running for president.
I guess it's one of those things where you got to be careful about the promises that you make when you're on the campaign trail because they can come back to bite you.